Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 2 of the NXT 2017 series. And here's the show we booked for tonight's show, and it's the second taping on the same night, which is going to be the last taping. And I think going forward we're just going to stick with this 2 tapings per night thing. I think it worked out pretty well. And last week our show was alright. And let's just get straight into this show right here. Start show. We have the show intro and the announcers hyping up the show, and then we have a graphic hyping up the main event for tonight, which is gonna be which it was announced last week. It's gonna be Austin Aries versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And Austin Aries is going to be called up to WWE. As you guys might remember from last episode, Austin Aries, we got an email from WWE telling us that Austin Aries is going to be called up in a month. So we're just going to be trying to use Austin Aries before he gets called up to the main roster. And we head into the first match of the night, which is Tommaso Ciampa and Akira Tozawa. And Champa beats him with a Project Champa. And by the way, guys, I'm not sure if I said this in the last episode, I really don't care about the ratings in the game, because I'm not really booking it for the ratings. I'm booking it because I just like booking stuff. So I never really played the game for the booking. The ratings. I just play it to book stuff because I like booking. And Tommaso Ciampa got a lot of static from a vocal crowd who clearly weren't impressed. That's very weird because the NXT crowd loves Tommaso Ciampa. Don't know what to say about that. Alright, so this segment right here. So Tommaso Ciampa is celebrating after his match with Tozawa, and AOP's music hits, and then you see Paul Ellering on the stage, and then out of nowhere AOP attack him from behind, and Johnny Gargano tries to come for the save, but it's a terrible idea because AOP beat the both of them up, and then they stand tall with both of their NXT Tag Team Championships to end this segment. And I got this segment idea from watching one of the old NXTs, well, the second NXT of January of 2017, which is the one we're booking right now, and something similar to this, so that's where I got that from. But if you guys might remember from last week, Samoa Joe attacked Johnny Gargano, which was, well, I'm just trying to really build up DIY here as like sort of like underdogs, because they're both not the biggest guys compared to people like Samoa Joe and AOP. So I'm not really sure if I'm have AOP or DIY win, but trying to get Tommaso and Johnny that kind of look here in the in NXT. And then we have a video hyping up Ember Moon, and about this right here, right? So most of our women's roster are face, so I'm deciding to change Ember Moon heel so I can end up having her fight Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship at Takeover. So this is going to be a little bit of a heel run for Ember Moon, and as she faces off and defeats Aaliyah, and weren't impressed. The pretty vocal crowd didn't seem particularly thrilled with seeing Ember Moon. What? They don't like Ember Moon? Alright, so I have to change her, turn her heel. Alright, cool. Alright, complete success. It's cool with me. It's fantastic. And so yeah, that was a good match. Well, not really a good match, but it got what I needed to get done, which is Ember Moon looking strong. That's what I really want here, so she can look like a worthy competitor for Asuka at Takeover. And then after the match, she attacks Aaliyah some more and hits her with an Eclipse. That's what it's adding to making Ember Moon look like a beast. because Asuka, this is the time when Asuka was like friggin' beast, undefeated and stuff. So if Ember Moon's gonna challenge her for the belt, I'm gonna have to make her look like a beast. So that's what I'm trying to do. And then we have a Kathy Kelly interview with Austin Aries on Shinsuke Nakamura. And Austin Aries is a good talker, but this match, well, he wouldn't really have much to talk about besides the match with Nakamura because there's not really a storyline to it. So I would have probably given it 3 minutes or 4, even 4, yeah. But not really too much to talk about. So I only gave it 2 minutes, trying to play the game as realistically as possible. And he was superb working without a script. So he's fantastic. And Ryan Katz probably could have done alright. So I probably should not have Ryan Katz as a road agent for these angles anymore. Probably be the best idea. Alright, and Ryan Katz again ruining these segments. How dare you, man? Alright, and so then we have Paul Ellering walking into William Regal's office, and he's like, AOP are the best contenders for the NXT tag team titles and deserve a shot at the titles at NXT Takeover against DIY. And then Regal's right. Regal says that he's right, and AOP get their match for the NXT Tag Team Championships at NXT Takeover. I'm pretty sure it's our Evolution at the end of the month. So that's official. And then we head into an Andrade Cien Almas versus Ty Dillinger match with Andrade defeating Ty Dillinger with the brilliant, it's not brilliant, it's brillante, something like that, driver, and Andrade with the 20 and Ty with the 31. Not really like negatives for Andrade, so probably should remember that. They didn't like Ty Dillinger though, but he still got a pretty decent in-ring rating in the game, so that's a little weird. But Andrade picks up the win, and then Nakamura is shown warming up ahead of his match with Aries. You see, Nakamura is a kind of like a little complicated to book, right? Because he can't really talk, so he's really more of he more tells the story through his actions. Like in terms of like promos and interviews and things like that, he's more of a physical entertainer, if you know what I mean. Like, look at his entrance. The guy shows how weird he is just by his entrance itself. So I like Nakamura, but the way they're using him in WWE right now at the moment, not a big fan of. I think he could be doing more. And then we have a Sanity promo, and they say that they're gonna bring the chaos to NXT. And by the way, not really sure what Sanity were at the time in NXT, whether it was a face or a heel, but I'm turning them face because most of the people in the tag team division are heel. Blake and Murphy, heel. The Revival, heel. AOP, heel. So I could not have Sanity be heel too, so I had to make him face, which kind of makes sense because they I don't really see stables. Like, most of the stables in WWE are all like heel, so why not bring a change to the WWE and have a face stable, so they can just like bring chaos. Maybe they're angry, rebellious, kind of get the crowd behind them. They don't really fit in. That could give them like a little bit of a relatable to some of the people in the audience. So that would be kind of cool. So we had Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, Nikki Cross, Sawyer Fulton, and Big Damo. Not changing his name to Killian Dane because I want to give it a little difference from real life. So keeping his name to Big Damo from the Independents. Kind of like it. And Nikki Cross, I'm a big fan of Nikki Cross. Eric Young is of course a veteran. Alexander Wolf, really have not seen too much of his. Sawyer Fulton I'm a fan of. And so yeah, that's Sandy promo. Oh, and I have to turn them to face or heel, but I guess not. We have Austin Aries versus Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Aries with the Kinshasa. Shinsuke with the 60, Austin Aries with the 55. So yeah, this match was really good. 15 minutes in total, and it says superb match, so that's cool. And then after the match, we have Nakamura celebrating, and then Bobby Roode comes out, because if you guys might remember, Bobby Roode challenged Nakamura last week on NXT for the championship with no answer. So Bobby Roode comes out here and he demands an answer from Nakamura if he can get a shot at the NXT championship, and Nakamura nods. See, like I said, guys, he doesn't really talk much, so he just nods and does some he just like bows or something. I don't know, something that Shinsuke would do without talking, you know what I'm saying? Because his English is not the best, so had to use him for things like that. And so it's official, it's gonna be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bobby Roode for the NXT championship at NXT Takeover. So I'm pretty down for that. Cool stuff. And then we end the show. Alright, 45. Not sure if that's better from last week, but let's just go to the main page and see if there's anything interesting that happened. And well, alright you guys, talk about something interesting happening. Shinsuke Nakamura has confirmed that he has agreed to an exclusive written contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Great, absolutely great. So you're telling me that in this game Shinsuke Nakamura did not have a developmental deal with WWE? That's what I mean by this game's mods converting into TEW 2020. It's a little messed up, but hey, what can I do? Shinsuke is going to New Japan. How long do we have to keep him? I mean, how long do we have till he leaves? That's what I want to know, because he's got to drop that championship, because we literally just made a match official with him and Bobby Roode. So that's going to be a problem. I'm guessing we only have a week, right? So maybe we change the match. Oh crap, we don't have a taping, and dang, so he's just going to leave with the as champion. That's a problem. When does the deal expire though? Where do I go to check that? Contracts? I'm pretty sure. Contracts. Said contracts. Alright, cool. Expires. Shinsuke in 28 days. Does that mean we have 28 days till he leaves, or does that, what does that mean? Let's see something. I'm pretty sure in this game you can see contracts from other companies and things like that. So let's see, Shinsuke. Okay, he's got hired. Okay, but how long do we have to keep him? That's what I want to know. Can you please tell me? Please, game. I want to know. I really want to know. I'm guessing we have 28 days. But I know from TEW 2016 we usually had like a week until they leave. I don't know. I do not know what to do. And we're in debt, so that's also a problem. Don't know how that happened, because I really did not make any signings or anything like that. So that's a problem. Indeed. So you know, tell me what you guys think about this episode, and make sure to join the Discord. We've got to get that Discord hype, you guys. Link in the description below, and make sure to subscribe if you're new and like the video as well. And this is Heat, and I'm signing off.